Oh my god, I'm back! Yay! Hi everyone, it is Wednesday here on Gays for Days, and I am Walter, your resident host on Wednesdays. However, as you guys know, I went through I went through a lot. I personally don't even know how I'm really handling it. I am now in Orlando. I realized that South Florida just wasn't the place for me, so I am back in Orlando. So yeah. What happened was me and my friend Allison were out having drinks. The night was going really well. We went to a few bars, ate, we played pool, and then we went to one of the biggest drag shows in South Florida. And when we left the drag show and were on the way back to my place, which was right down the street, this 300-pound bodybuilder, from the looks of it, because he definitely did not look like an average human, it was like the Hulk, came up and literally just smacked me straight across the head, and I literally went spinning and I fell onto the ground. He then proceeded to continually hit me and hit me and hit me and hit me. Thankfully, I heal relatively fast, so my moneymaker is perfectly fine. I had bruises all over, right here, you could see, it was just scratched and red and bruised all over, even, underneath my hair. Well, not underneath my hair, but, on my head, there was bruises and I was bleeding, and it was terrible. My shirt was completely ripped to shreds. I had scratches all down my back because he had actually dragged me on the sidewalk as I was trying to get away. And honestly, I gave a relatively good fight. For someone that is my size going against someone that was his size, it was very traumatic. It changes you. The thing is that I was bullied throughout all of school, but to be directly bashed like that for no reason from someone that I didn't even know, it was just very traumatic, and it was absolutely horrifying. My friend Allison just literally, all she could really do was just sit there and watch and call the cops. And as she's calling the cops, she's having to watch me get literally the shit beat out of me for what? Because I like other guys, and that's it. The whole entire time he was calling me, all these slurs and everything, faggot, queer, and anything in the book that you could think of that would demoralize someone, he was calling me that. It was just really difficult to deal with, which is why I had to take the hiatus. I had to figure things out, because personally I didn't want to stay down in South Florida after that happened, because personally I was planning on leaving regardless, but I didn't want to stay down in South Florida because I just didn't see the point in staying down there anymore, and I just didn't want to be around where it happened, because every time I looked at the sidewalk in which I got beat up on, it just flashbacks in my mind, and it was just absolutely horrendous. Unfortunately, no one helped me either. Allison was there, and she was calling the cops, and she was doing everything that she could. I told her, I was mouthing to her the whole entire time, don't get in the middle of this. Just call the cops. Just call the cops. Just call the cops. Just call the cops. And everyone else that was walking up and down the street were doing absolutely nothing. They just kept walking. Didn't care that, someone was getting the shit beat out of them. They didn't do anything. They just saw someone getting beat up and did absolutely nothing. And the sad part about it is that, it's one thing if you see a couple fighting in the street or something and both of them are the same size, but to just pass by and not even bat an eye to the fact that a 300-pound bodybuilder is attacking a freaking 22-year-old that's 140 pounds soaking wet. It's disgusting. It is disgusting that our community is like that. It's disgusting that our community is so fucking selfish and so involved in their own lives that they're not willing to help out each other. It is bullshit that we as a community aren't banding together. And like, I get that, like, you know, there's always going to be those one or two people that aren't going to do anything, but the fact that at least a few dozen people walked by me during that time and didn't do anything, that is what's absolutely disgusting to me. As the gay community, we need to get our shit together. How the fuck do we expect to get anything, any equal rights, anything like that, if we're not band together? We can't expect everyone else to do all of the work for us. We have to do it too. If you see someone getting bashed or beaten, do something. I'm not saying get in the middle of the fight. I'm not saying that at all, because I wouldn't want you to get hurt, but call the cops. Okay? If enough people call the cops are going to come a lot quicker. Call the cops. Try to get someone else's attention. If you're in an area where there are bars and everything, there's bound to be security somewhere in which you can go run to that bar, say, hey, someone's getting bashed outside, you need to come help. And they will go and handle the situation. They are meant for that. Like, they may not be like the security of the streets, but they're still people. They're still going to do what they can. Just don't ignore it. Ignoring it is the worst thing that you can do. And yeah, stay attentive and help where help is needed. That's about it. Bye.